It's hard to believe, but we're finally here. Welcome, folks, to episode 100 of this Toronto Maple Leafs NHL 22 playthrough, and we're here in the Stanley Cup Final. The Toronto Maple Leafs, for the first time since 1967, are in the Stanley Cup Final playing the Vegas Golden Knights, who are back in the Stanley Cup Final for the second time in, would that be 5 years, something like that? Don't know. Don't really care, because this series is all about the Toronto Maple Leafs. But first, before we get to the lineup of your Toronto Maple Leafs, we have to check out the lineup of our opposition, the Vegas Golden Knights, with Pacioretty, Carlson, Stone, first line. Very good first line. Marchessault, Janmark, Dadonov, second line. Carrier, Stevenson, Tuck, third line. This reminds me, the Jack Eichel trade never happened in this universe because it happened in the middle of the season. We started this series at the beginning of the NHL 22 season. So that trade never happened. Nieto, Roy, and Smith are the fourth line for the Vegas Golden Knights. Smith, really good fourth liner. The other two, whatever. Defensively, Shane Theodore, Alex Pietrangelo, Alex Martinez, Zach Whitecloud, Braden McNabb, and Dylan Coughlin. In net for the Vegas Golden Knights, I assume it's still Marc-Andre Fleury. It's not. It's Robin Lehner. Did they make the trade for Marc-Andre Fleury? They must have made that in the offseason to Chicago. Yeah, so it's Robin Lehner in net for the Vegas Golden Knights, and actually I'm okay with that. I am okay with that because we have a solid team for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we're about to check out their lines right now. Bunting, Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, Mikheyev, Marner, Camp, Kasha, Kerfoot, Engvall, Spezza, Simmons. On defense, Riley, Giordano, Muzzin, Brody, Rasmus Sandin, still in the lineup, playing alongside Justin Hall. And of course, our goaltender, Jack Campbell, making the switch there instead of Peter Mrazek, who's backing up just in case, although I don't think we've used him in the playoffs yet. I don't think we have. Oh, boy. That's it. We've gotten through all the pomp and circumstances. By the way, Vegas Golden Knights finished 8th in the Western Conference in this series simulation, but somehow have made all their way to the Stanley Cup Final. Just going to make sure that Jack Campbell is indeed starting here for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He is, because we don't want that goalie rotations to switch things up. And here we go, folks. Scotiabank Arena. The Leafs have home ice advantage for this series. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's the Vegas Golden Knights. It's the Stanley Cup Final. It's Game 1, and it starts now. I was hoping that the loading screen would actually catch up in time, but I jumped the gun a little bit. I'm going to say that Martina's going to sing the anthem. I would like it, actually, honestly, if the Toronto Maple Leafs brought back Martina to sing the anthem if they made it to the Stanley Cup Final this year. But, we'll have to see who sings the anthem. As we welcome you in to Scotiabank Arena, Toronto, Ontario. The fans are on their feet as the Toronto Maple Leafs are about to play the first Stanley Cup Final game since 1967. The first game ever held in this arena in the Stanley Cup Final history. And will we have a hot start for Austin Matthews, William Nylander, and Michael Bunting? They've been the driving force of the offense in this series. Quick chance for Bunting there. Kind of check there on the back check by Pietrangelo and Pacioretty. Ooh, that's going to be complicated. And, yeah. Got to go back and check. I should have gone back and checked earlier before I started the recording what our record was against the Vegas Golden Knights this year. Pacioretty taking Nylander out there as he kind of got himself stuck in the corner. Here's Stone. Checked by Matthews. Stone coming out in front. Gets around Giordano. Rings it off the post. Quick chance there early. Oh, come on. Are we going to... A boarding call to Austin Matthews. You've got to be freaking kidding me. That is so soft. The Boo Birds are out at Scotiabank Arena as Austin Matthews gets an early boarding penalty here. The fans don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think Bald Sheldon Keefe likes it. And that means the Vegas Golden Knights are going to the power play. And the Toronto Maple Leafs penalty kill is well documented. It's horrendous. Oh, stretch pass for Mitch Marner, who's behind the defense. Marner stopped by Leonard. How did Mitch Marner get behind the defense there at the Vegas Golden Knights? Did they forget who they were playing against? It almost felt like it. But Leonard makes the save. Mitch Marner is going to be playing a little bit of defense for the Toronto Maple Leafs this season in key situations. They tested that out in the final preseason game against the Detroit Red Wings. There's a tripping call to the Red Wings. Goodness gracious. Jack Campbell doesn't make the initial save. Cal Stevenson buries that puck. It was a delayed penalty call. The Vegas Golden Knights were about to go to a 5-on-3. Instead, they'll get a fresh 2 minutes here as the Leafs quickly give up a power play goal, and it's 1-0. You'll remember back to the Eastern Conference Final when the Toronto Maple Leafs gave up a 1-0 goal early on a 5-on-3 to the Washington Capitals in game number 6, but they were able to stop the bleeding there, and Jack Campbell kind of hung on there, and then the Leafs offense broke out. Stretch pass here for Jake Muzzin, who tries to get behind the defense like Mitch Marner. Doesn't quite work, but he does force the issue there, and Leonard's going to move this puck as the Vegas Golden Knights are looking for number 2 of this series. Pietrangelo in front. Another delayed penalty call here to the Toronto Maple Leafs. As the referees have their whistles out, Mitch Marner's going to go to the box for slashing here. I disagree with that one wholeheartedly, but it doesn't matter. And the Vegas Golden Knights do get their 5-on-3. Here's Kampf to take the draw. He wins it. Huge win there. And Jake Muzzin will do the smart thing and clear it down the ice. Leonard will hang on to that puck with Kampf rushing on. I'll take that. There's Austin Matthews, 15 goals, 10 assists, 25 points in these playoffs. He's been a beast. But he doesn't kill penalties. At least not all the time. So he's on the bench right now. Morgan Riley back into the zone after a faceoff win from Kampf. And he clears it over the glass. It's another penalty. Morgan Riley. That's awful. How long is his 5-on-3 going to be now? It still says a minute 3. I think that's wrong. Who knows, honestly. Goodness gracious. That's disappointing. Simmons wins the job. Muzzin will clear the puck down the ice. What a horrific start to the Toronto Maple Leafs. First Stanley Cup final game since 1967. Here's TJ Brodie. Get it out. He does. That's what I was trying to do with Morgan Riley, but it didn't quite work out. Here's Pietrangelo. You know what? If we get out of this with only allowing the 1 goal, I'm considering this a huge win. And then we'll be able to put the pressure on. TJ Brodie, just stay back. Play in that triangle. Get in the shooting lanes. Nice stop there, Soup. Brodie trying to move the puck. He does move the puck to Jake Muzzin, who gets out of the zone and clears the puck down the ice. 51 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Here comes Carlson. He's slowed up there by Wayne Simmons. Jake Muzzin gets the puck, and he can't get it out. Tic-tac-toe, back of the net. Tuck scores. And Vegas is out to a 2-0 lead here early. I tried to clear the puck, failed, and that cost me dearly. I don't even know what to say about that. It's going to a 5-on... Sure. A minute 52 to go in the penalty, apparently. Don't know what's going on with the penalty times. Having a hard time following it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We just got to find a way to get ourselves back into this game. because this has been pathetic so far. Here's Nieto in. Centering pass to Smith. TJ Brody gets in the shooting lane there, I think. Or maybe Jack Campbell got a save. I don't know. Scrum along the boards. TJ Brody tries to move it to Giordano. He does get it to Giordano, and he gets it down the ice. So the Leafs just finished their last preseason game against the Detroit Red Wings, and they look strong in that game. Austin Matthews, 2 goals. Nylander with the goal. I mean, they're ready to play. Morgan Riley had 3 assists. Bit surprising in that game, at least for me. I haven't really been paying attention to the Toronto Maple Leafs this preseason, to be perfectly honest. I've been kind of caught up in the Blue Jays, and we can talk about that in a minute. Nieto, the shot. Turned aside there by Campbell. Giordano, chance to get it out. Can't get it. This is like the 3rd or 4th time in this game where we've had chances to get it out and haven't been able to do so. That time, Giordano does get it out with help from Mikheyev. The Toronto Maple Leafs look good in the preseason game, like I was saying. But Jake Muzzin and Engvall were in the lineup, and that was kind of surprising to me. Was not expecting that. Marner kind of stick handles himself into Jack Campbell there. The puck comes loose for Nieto, and Nieto finds the back of the net. It's another power play goal here for the Vegas Golden Knights, and this has been a disastrous start to the Toronto Maple Leafs Stanley Cup final careers, if you want to say. Here's Sandin trying to get the Leafs back on the board. Sandin, centering pass. Is tripped up. No call on the play. Leonard makes the save on the centering pass to Matthews. And he'll hang on. Anyway, Jake Muzzin, Engvall back in the lineup. That was kind of surprising. Also hearing rumblings that maybe John Tavares is going to be ready for the opening game against the Montreal Canadiens. Would be quite surprising. And I would say, hey, let's not force the issue. It's game 1 of 82, and this team's going to be good. So maybe make sure your captain's healthy. Here's Rasmus Sandin in. Stopping up. Gets bodied there by William Carrier. And Janmark's going to break it out. Only man back is Austin Matthews. Centering pass. Gets through the crease. And the Leafs are just totally disorganized here. With parts of like 2 different lines, maybe 3 different lines out there. Dadonov, the shot stopped by Campbell. And we're kind of skating around in circles. A little bit overwhelmed, which is exactly what the Toronto Blue Jays were in their playoff series. Oh, here we go. Kerfoot. Let's go. No, that was just disappointing. Kasha tangles himself up. Kasha's had big goals in this series. Had a huge goal in Game 6. I was looking for more there. Unable to do so. And back come the other way, come the Vegas Golden Knights. They've made it a 2-on-1 again. But Stone tries to get a little too fancy there. And the Leafs are out of the zone. Matthews at the end of his shift. It's another delayed penalty. Is this another boarding penalty to Austin frickin' Matthews? It is. You have got to be kidding me, referees. What is happening right now? 4 minor penalties for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Or is this 5? I don't even know. 3 for 4. Yeah, this is the 5th minor of the period for the Maple Leafs. 13 minutes in. Great stop there by Jack Campbell. Stone has that centering pass picked off by Kerfoot, and the Leafs are out of the zone. Here's TJ Brody behind the fence. Brody the shot, stopped by Leonard. The rebound pops right out. Mitch Marner was right there looking for the rebound, but Leonard hangs on. And with the minute 38, he'll hold on. Oh, baby. Yeah, so the Toronto Blue Jays were up 8-1 in Game 2 against the Seattle Mariners and blew it. Just poor decisions, management-wise, poor play. They just got caught up in the moment. And Rowdy Rogers Center could do that to you. Here's Kerfoot looking for a shorty. Gets a shot on Leonard there. And Mitch Marner's going to battle away with it. No penalties there for the Vegas Golden Knights as they hound Mitch Marner. But the Leafs have had 5 minors called against them here in the opening 13 minutes. There's Nieto trying to cut through. Doesn't quite work. TJ Brody gets a little check there. Campbell gets across to make a save. Oh, Jack Campbell, we needed that one. Turnover again. Brody, get down. Stopped by Campbell. There's another delayed penalty call here with TJ Brody coming back, trying to take away that 2-on-1. He's going to get a tripping call. And the Vegas Golden Knights are going to go to another 5-on-3 here. This is undisciplined play at its finest. it's also like very poor officiating as Justin Hall is totally getting harassed there and is like no call. Turnover again. Justin Hall, get it out. He does. Barely. 36 seconds to go. In the 5-on-3, Camp gets it out there. Back the other way. Here's Stone in. Taken out of the play. Centering pass. You have got to be freaking kidding me. I did not touch anything there. It goes off the stick of Camp into the back of the net. It's the 4th power play goal of the night, I believe, for the Vegas Golden Knights. And it is unraveling so fast here, just like the Blue Jays lead their 8-1 lead against the Seattle Mariners. The crowd was ruckus and rocking at Rogers Center. You could argue management made some bad decisions in pulling Kevin Goffsman. They did. And bringing in Jordan Romano way too early. Terrible decision, in my opinion. I'm recording this just after the game happened, so I'm a little fired up still about that. But yeah, one of those things where you just get caught up in the electricity, and they blew it. They blew it hard. And that is not what I meant by that. Here's William Nylander coming back through the other way. Nylander the shot. Turned aside. Nylander again. Stopped. And the Vegas Golden Knights are going to get this one out of the zone. A couple shorthanded chances there. Here's Nieto again. The shot. Stopped by Jack Campbell, who, I mean, is maybe down to his last save opportunity here as he struggled to get through. McKay to the front of the net. Jake Muzzin was also there as well. And the Vegas Golden Knights are going to go offside with 34 seconds remaining in this penalty. This has been a long first period. In game number 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, the Vegas Golden Knights up 4-0 thanks to the referees. And poor penalty killing, but mainly thanks to the referees. Kerfoot and Riley trying to get the puck free. Unable to do so. Vegas coming back in. Hall takes his man out. Kerfoot whacks it up to Hall. There's a delayed penalty. This time it's going to the Vegas Golden Knights. Thank goodness the referees have decided to call some penalties against Vegas here, as Stevenson's going to go to the box for interference. And we're going to play 10 seconds of 4-on-4 here before the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to go back to the power play, or for the first time in the game. Nice shot there by Sandin off of the face-off win from Spezza. The Leafs actually finally do kill off a penalty. Pietrangelo, the shot there. And now the Leafs are going to do some work here. And they're going to score a power play goal because that's what I said is going to happen. Simmons in front. Simmons, couple chances. Stopped by Leonard. And he'll hang on. It's going to happen. The Leafs are going to make this game 4-1. And they're going to have an epic comeback in this game because those penalties were not justified. I said it here first. The Leafs are coming back and winning this game. And it's going to start with an Austin Matthews power play goal. Austin Matthews is back. And he's bringing his team with him. Back from 4 goals down. You heard it here first. It's his first career Stanley Cup final goal. And the Leafs are trailing 4-1. There was no doubt in my mind when Austin Matthews got the puck there that he was scoring. There just wasn't. It took all of a couple of seconds there for the Leafs to score on their power play after winning that faceoff. And now we just got to settle things down here in the defensive zone. Bunting turns it over. And that puck barely trickles wide. Bunting up for Nylander. He's got Matthews with him. Nylander stops at the circle. Time and space. Nylander around. Circles back. Gets himself free. Nylander scores. Did you see that patience from William Nylander as he outweighted Robin Leonard? Look at this. He could have shot it there. Could have shot it there. Finally does shoot it. It's in the back of the net. And don't go anywhere, folks. It's 4-2. This is going to be epic. I could smell it already. The Leafs felt as though that they were dealt a tough blow there from the referees, and now They're going to come back with full force. We've never believed that we're out of these games. Carlson brings the puck in for Vegas. Checked by Brody and Muzzin. Muzzin turns the puck right back over. Pacioretty in. Stopped by Campbell. Big stop there for Soup. The puck comes out to Simmons, and the Leafs are into the zone. Simmons stops up. Makes a move. Last minute of play here. Simmons scores! Wayne Simmons. He's done it. The Leafs are within one. Momentum swings. If I've learned anything today, it's that. The Leafs got off to a rough start. 5 straight penalties. And they've now come back and scored 3 straight goals to make this 4-3 in a wild first period of this Stanley Cup final game. Pacioretty gets leveled by Muzzin. Last couple of seconds here. The Leafs try to get it into the zone, but time does expire. As the Toronto Maple Leafs, led by Austin Matthews, Wayne Simmons, William Nylander, have led a charge in the comeback here. Down 4-0. They've scored 3 straight at the end of the period. And this series has been all about goals. All about coming back. And all about who scores the last goal. Really, when it comes down to it. It's going to take seconds here for the Leafs to get back in this game. Just watch. Matthews the shot. Bunting had a chance for the rebound there as it popped right out. Here's Carlson. He's checked by Giordano. Giordano is evaded there by Carlson. But Jack Campbell makes the save. And he finds William Nylander streaking down. He had time and space there. Nylander back to Giordano. The shot popped straight up. And it was a chance there for Bunting in the slot to get his stick on it, but he was unable to do so. And Vegas is going to escape again. Pietrangelo drops it back. Carlson playing a little bit of a horizontal hockey here. Back to Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo to Carlson. And the Vegas Knights are finally into the Leafs zone. And Pietrangelo is level, or Carlson there is leveled in the corner. And now the Leafs have escaped. Bunting with Nylander. Bunting with Nylander to the front of the net. And it's intercepted there by Pietrangelo, and he'll slowly put it into the pads of his goaltender. And Leonard will hang on here as the Toronto Maple Leafs get an offensive zone faceoff with 16-17 to go in the second period. Lots of time still left in this game. The Vegas Golden Knights got off to a quick start, 4 power play goals, but the Leafs have responded here with 3 of their straight of their own. And now they're looking to complete the comeback. Stretch pass here for Mitch Marner. Is he through? Marner the shot. Stopped by Leonard. He couldn't get around his defenseman, so he knew he had to take a quick wrister. Carrier to Dadonov. Dadonov shot. Popped straight up in the air. Jack Campbell didn't know where it was. But TJ Brody will get it out of the zone. To Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner with speed. Marner backhand shot. Stopped by Leonard. And he hangs on. No rebound there as Mikheyev was on the doorstep. Whew. Playoffs, man. Playoffs. The atmosphere is insane. The pressure is intense. You never know who's going to come through. TJ Brody, quick shot there. Blocked, but he'll recollect his rebound. Brody, another shot. Also blocked. Janmark to Carrier. And the Vegas Golden Knights are going to take this one out of the zone to Dadonov. Dadonov over. In the corner, getting hit there by Kasha. Muzzin's there to help out. Every time I see Dadonov's name, I think of Johnny Superbman's YouTube videos from several years ago. Dadonov always coming back to haunt him. Here's Waugh into the zone, taken out by Jake Muzzin. Kasha will spin, tries to find Jake Muzzin, but instead he's going to miss him and ice the puck here. 11:43 to go here in the second period. The excitement of the first period has calmed down. The referees have decided to put away their whistles. And now this game is going to come down to who makes the last save, I think. Here we go. Stretch pass for Camp out of his reach, but no icing call this time. Not sure why there was no icing there. Here's Waugh in. Sandin and Hallback. Sandin's got the puck now. Up to Jason Spezza. Spezza's into the zone. He's checked, but he's got the puck. He advanced it just enough. Jason Spezza stopping up. Spins backwards. Spezza looking for help. Spezza will drop it back for Sandin. Not sure that was intentional. Sandin the shot. Sandin the rebound. Can't collect it as White Cloud's going to get it in the corner. Engvall lining up Waugh there and taking him out. Sandin's got the puck again. I've loved Rasmus Sandin's play so far ever since being inserted into the lineup. Sandin, the shot, stopped there by Engvall, who couldn't get out of the way. And Waugh will take it out and dump it in. Sandin trying to get back here into the play. Pacioretty beat him to it. Centering pass, glove stop there by Campbell. He got just enough of it to stop that shot. And now Mikheyev's got a lane. Mikheyev's got speed, and Mikheyev's got a shot. Mikheyev, the shot is blocked by McNabb. And into the corner Miknabb goes. Mikheyev trying to be good with his stick. We don't want another penalty called. Pacioretty skating himself into the corner. Moves it to Waugh, though, who's should be dead tired at the end of his shift. But Pacioretty gets the puck. Pacioretty into the zone. Watch that centering pass. Marner, block shot, pops straight up in the air. He breaks his stick on the play. Spezza racing onto it. Marner needs to go to the bench to get a new stick. He does do that. And now Riley's going to find Mikheyev. Instead of getting a new stick, Mitch Marner went straight to the bench and William Nylander hopped on. If Marner stayed there, he may have had a stretch pass. Nylander just got leveled into the boards, but makes the play to Bunting. Bunting, the shot, he scores! William Nylander took the hit to make the play. Michael Bunting races down, and this game is tied. I don't care what you say. That play is all about William Nylander taking that hit. And I'm so impressed by this. I'm going to show it to you again on replay, guys. This is unreal. Nylander's got the puck here. He's got the puck. And McNabb's going to line him up. And he takes him right out. But he advances the puck just enough and slows up McNabb for Bunting to pick up the puck and walk in and beat Leonard. This hit sets up this entire play. McNabb, I mean, he thinks he's doing the right thing here. You know what? Maybe he is. But could this hit have just changed the series? Boom. Nylander just got stapled into the boards there, folks. But that's what this video is called. This hit could change the series. And that's the thumbnail right there. Boom. Nylander getting taken out. But making the play. The Leafs have tied this game. The crowd is rocking at Scotiabank Arena. Austin Matthews takes the draw and he wins it. Morgan Riley straight up the middle to Austin Matthews. The wrist shot's blocked by Pietrangelo. Bunting right onto it. Trying to move the puck. Can't move it back to the point. Pietrangelo. Bunting was right on him here. Here's Tuck trying to get the puck into the zone before Austin Matthews gets to him. He does get it into the zone, and he gets a shot there on Jack Campbell. Just a little weak one, but it was a shot nonetheless. Now Tuck's going to pick it off again. Tuck's all over the ice here. Why did Vegas ever trade him? Who knows? Now Giordano's out of the zone. Giordano's going to slow this one up and throw it back in the net for Bunting. He just had the goal to tie it. Now he's going to skate himself into a Vegas Golden Knights player. Probably not the ideal play there, Bunting. And back the other way comes Pietrangelo with Stevenson. To Carrier, the shot kind of rolls onto Campbell again, and he makes the save. Last minute of play here of the second period. It was a stretch pass there for Kerfoot that didn't work. Now here comes Vegas again. Tuck, Carrier, in too deep. As Jack Campbell makes the easy save there. The Leafs are going to have one last shot here with a shot from Camp. Long range, a blast goes off a leg. And that'll do it here for the second period. The Leafs have completed the comeback here, tying this game up at 4. But you know what? I really don't think we got very many shots that period. Shots were only 6-5 that period after being 20-11 for the Vegas Golden Knights in the first. It was a low-event second period. That's probably a better word than ho-hum. It was a low-event period, but William Nylander with the play of the period. Now here's Matthews in. Matthews the shot. Stopped by Leonard. Not sure who that defenseman was. It was Pietrangelo. Really backed off there to allow Matthews to take that wrister. Probably could have walked in and made a deke. I had so much time and space. But you know what? It doesn't matter. The Maple Leafs dominating the face-off circle. Matthews, scrum draw. Matthews tries to get the puck. Unable to do so. No winger win there. Giordano takes out Pacioretty. Morgan Rielly moves this one back for Bunting. Bunting can't get it to Matthews with a good pass. Here's Stone in front. Look at that stick there from Morgan Rielly breaking up that play. And the shot block from Giordano. Huge plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs there as Shea Theodore is back to recollect the puck. Up to Mark Stone, over to Pacioretty. Nylander steals the puck. What a game for Nylander. And Pietrangelo is going to come away with this puck. Back the other way. Here's Pacioretty, the former Montreal Canadian, to William Karlsson, makes the deke, and he's taken out of the play there by Giordano. Giordano will drop this one back here. You know what? Oh, man, that was a bad line change by Austin Matthews for Tavares. Not sure who made that defensive play, but Jack Campbell was deked out of that play. And now here's Mikheyev. Mikheyev, the shot. He scores! Ilya Mikheyev puts one home. The Leafs have the lead. Off the post and in. Off a turnover, I think. I think that goal's unassisted. It is unassisted. Wow. What a turn of events in this game. The Leafs lead 5-4. Back the other way. Here's Janmark trying to get the Vegas Golden Knights back in it. Muzzin and Brody cut him off. Dadonov in the corner. With the shot stopped by Campbell. Oh, man, Jack Campbell's made some big saves for us here. And now here's a stretch pass for Mikheyev. He's behind the defense. Mikheyev, the backhand shot stopped by Leonard. What a chance there for Ilya Mikheyev to make it a 2-goal third period and give the Leafs a 2-goal lead. It's turned over again by Vegas. They're really showing now why they were the 8th-ranked team in the Western Conference. Lots of turnovers, and I'm okay with that. Here's Kerfoot dropping it back for Brody. Mitch Marner, lots of space to work on his side of the ice. Marner stops up at the circle, makes a move. Marner in front, stopped by Leonard. Easy glove save for him. And he'll hang on with 11:59 to go in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, with the Maple Leafs leading this game 5-1. The ironic thing about the Leafs winning their series in the Eastern Conference Final against the Washington Capitals was the fact that if they didn't win, it would be a Washington-Vegas Stanley Cup Final, and that was the Stanley Cup Final that Vegas was in the last time they were in the Stanley Cup Final. Anyway, here's Kasha with speed. Kasha takes his defenseman in the corner, the backhand shot. Stopped by Leonard. And now another chance for Kasha. Where's the defense? That's probably what Leonard's asking. Now, what a shift here by Andre Kasha. Here's a centering pass for Camp. Stopped by Leonard. Kerfoot moves it to Camp. They battle away in the corner. Kerfoot and Nieto battling. And Vegas is going to escape here. Really like that shift from the Maple Leafs third line. Here's Nieto in. Nieto. His lane's cut off there by Justin Hall. And another great play there by Kasha to keep the puck out of the zone. Here's Justin Hall. Walk in with the blast, Justin. His blast was partially blocked there, and it almost fooled Leonard, who got a pad on it. 7:40-ish to go in the third period. We're a couple of minutes away from watching Leonard go to the bench. Martinez the shot. Glove stopped by Soup, and he'll hang on. Jack Campbell had a rough first period, folks, but the Leafs were undisciplined. But you know what? None of that matters now because the Leafs have found a way to come all the way back to take a 5-4 lead. Here's Simmons into the zone. He's going to drop it back for Giordano. The blast! Giordano taken out of the play. And now here's a chance for Pacioretty coming back the other way. Max Pacioretty, centering pass, is fanned on. Another pass across the ice. Pacioretty's got the puck again. Broken up by Morgan Rielly, and Wayne Simmons will skate it out. Simmons will chip it in. And Spezza will race onto it. Spezza tries to drop it back to the point. Doesn't work. Coughlin's going to escape with it. And Pacioretty's going to skate it out, but Giordano picks it off, and now Giordano trying to do the smart thing with a Vegas Golden Knight rushing off the bench there. That was Carrier. A little bit of a dangerous play there. Probably could have been too many men on the ice. Oh, wait, that doesn't exist in the same. Turned over by Engvall. Engvall, oh, gets leveled at the boards there, and Giordano's going to take exception to that. Probably not the time to fight there, especially because it's only Pierre Engvall. But you know what? Giordano's going to step up for his teammate here, taking on Carrier. Giordano is going to knock Carrier out. Giordano stepping up for his teammate here. He'll go to the box for 5 minutes. Push him out of the way, Gio. Carrier goes to the box here. Adding injury to insult there for the Vegas Golden Knights, I hope. We're down to 3:53 to go in the game. We're going to be watching Leonard here, but not after a face-off win from Austin Matthews, but it's quickly turned over, so maybe. Matthews will drop that back to the other side for his partner, Nylander. Over to Bunting, and they're into the zone. Bunting, Matthews going to the net. He also had Nylander, and that puck's turned over. On the centering pass, here's Nieto. 2:30 to go here in the third. Morgan Riley skates it out of the zone. William Nylander's got the puck. He's slow into the zone. Nylander, quick shot. Goes right off of Leonard, straight up in the air. Bunting was there, but so was Pietrangelo. 90 seconds to go in the third period. Yeah, mark the shot. Blocked by TJ Brody. And Brody's going to skate it out. He gets it to Nylander. Nylander chips it in. Austin Matthews onto the puck. We're in the last minute of play here, folks. In the game one of the Stanley Cup final, the Leafs have a 1-goal lead. Mark Stone's got the puck. The first line of the Toronto Maple Leafs is really pressuring here. Nylander gets leveled into the boards behind the net. Pacioretty slowly skates the puck out to center ice, and he's into the zone. The Vegas Golden Knights are pulling their goalie. Pietrangelo, centering shot, did not work. Muzzin to Marner. Marner, just get it in deep, Marner. Marner turns it over to Pacioretty. Mikheyev's there to try and help him out. And a turnover is forced there just for a second. But here come the Vegas Golden Knights. Stone in. Stopped by Campbell. It's a cluster in front of the net. Shot block. Marner get the puck out of the zone. He finds Mikheyev. Ilya Mikheyev. Shot blocked. Pietrangelo has got the puck. One last chance back here the other way for the Vegas Golden Knights. Brody takes out his man. Nieto centering pass cut off by Muzzin. He throws it straight up the middle. Not once, not twice. Tavares gets it out, and the Leafs hang on and win Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. They're 3 wins away from lifting the Stanley Cup. And what a comeback it was in game number 1, down 4-0 at one point. They storm back and win this game by a score of 5-4. In the words of Joe Bowen, holy Mackinac, what a game. Bless you, boys. We thought we were going to blow it in the first period with our undisciplined play. We allowed 3 or 4, I think it was 4 power play goals. But then Matthews gets the team on the board with a power play goal. And then Nylander gets a quick goal right after that. Simmons responds. The Leafs actually get outshot in this game. William Nylander takes the hit to make the play to get the shot for Bunting. And then who finishes it off? Ilya Mikheyev. What an effort all around by the Toronto Maple Leafs in game number 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. The exact kind of effort you've come to expect from this team, which has come back countless times in this series. And boy, oh boy, what an episode this was. Episode number 100 of this series. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've even just watched one episode of this series, I really do appreciate it. It's been a fun ride so far, but this ride is not over yet. We have at least 3 games left as we look to hoist the Stanley Cup here for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then we'll switch over to NHL 23, which is due out in just a couple of days. So it's super exciting time here to be a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Super disappointing to be a Toronto Blue Jays fan after they just blew like an 8-1 lead in game 2. And I came down here to try and get it out of my mind, but I'm still find myself talking about it quite a bit. It's going to be a tough one to get over. Big Blue Jays fan, but you know what? Right now, it's Toronto Maple Leafs season, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have taught me time and time again to learn to live with heartbreak, and I've lived with heartbreak a lot in my life, so you know what? I'll get over this one eventually. At least I hope so. Anyway, the Leafs win this game 5-4, coming back from 4-0 down in the first period, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So if you like this episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you really like it. I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is episode number 101.